Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you what I like to call my Italian style antipasto chopped salad. Basically, it's my excuse for making a salad out of bits and pieces that I have left over in the fridge from, different things I like to serve as an appetizer or with my antipasto platter. Sometimes when I have a little bit of each one, I throw it all in one big bowl, make a gorgeous garlic parmesan dressing, and it is just divine. So I figured I wanted to share that recipe with you. Not that you really need a recipe, but maybe this could inspire you to raid your fridge and make your own version of antipasto. I do think that you should definitely make the garlic parmesan dressing because it's so good. The ingredients you'll need are going to depend on what you like, but for me, I've got to have some chopped romaine. I need some crunch. I've got some Kalamata olives pitted, roasted bell pepper that's been chopped. I've got some soppressata, I'll talk about this in just a minute, marinated artichoke hearts and peperoncini. Some bocconcini, which are just bite-sized pieces of mozzarella, freshly grated parmigiano, a garlic clove, Italian seasoning, a touch of sugar, and I've got extra virgin olive oil and red wine vinegar in here. Some chickpeas, these are cooked chickpeas that I have it was just a can of chickpeas that I drained and rinsed really well, and some salt and pepper. That's it! Really easy and really, really simple. If you happen to have ham, turkey, prosciutto, pancetta, whatever you prefer, add that to this salad. I always have a log, I guess, of soppressata because my dad loves it, so I always keep some on hand. And sometimes I have provolone, and sometimes I have mozzarella. It totally depends. Today I have mozzarella, so that's what I'm using, but feel free to use whatever you like. I just wanted to point out that if you're using, I guess, the log of the soppressata, there's like a skin on it, so when you cut it in half, before you dice it, before you go ahead and dice it, make sure that you remove this skin because this is not really edible. You don't want to be eating that. So I'm going to actually dice this one up as well. I mean, why not? A little extra soppressata never hurt anyone. And you can get it sweet, you can get it mild, you can get it spicy. It's up to you. I prefer it nice and mild. Sometimes I'll get a hot one and mix the two together. But for the most part, we like it mild because sometimes the spicy one, I don't know if you've encountered the same problem I have, but like it tastes really good. The spiciness level is okay, and then 10 seconds later, it feels like someone's torching the back of your throat because it's so hot. So I stick with the mild as much as I can. Okay, so we've got this here, and before I do anything else, I want to get going on making my dressing because I want it to sit for a few minutes. Now, this is probably like one of the largest cloves of garlic I've ever encountered in my life. So the recipe, I usually put 1 clove of garlic, usually not this big, but hey, I'm going to put the whole thing in there because we love garlic around here. However, I will say this much. If you are going to grate the garlic using a microplane, you want to use like a half of a small clove. But because I'm chopping it, mincing it instead of grating it, it's not going to be as strong. Don't make the same mistake I did when I made this dressing the first time. I decided to grate 2 cloves of garlic and it was so spicy and it was so overwhelming. I found it difficult to even really eat it, to really enjoy it. So I am going to mince this nice and fine. I do want it finely minced. I don't want to bite down on a big piece of garlic. Okay, great. I'm going to add that to my little measuring cup. And to this, I am going to add my sugar and my Italian seasoning. Now, I like to add a pinch of sugar because I think it's a great balance with the acidity from the vinegar. And then a good grating of black pepper, a small pinch of salt, and then I need about 2 tablespoons of freshly grated Parmigiano. Don't use the canned stuff. Just really try and get your hands on the block. I think it just makes a world of a difference. It just tastes really good. It's salty. It's nutty. It's perfect. So that's about 2 tablespoons. I don't want to put too much. And you could go in there and whisk it if you wanted to. I'm going to pour it in my jar and shake it up. I love putting my dressings in my jar because it makes it for an easy way to store them, and I feel like everything gets incorporated really, really well. A little bit stuck. There you go. Lid on. My peen. You don't want to shake it without one on. You don't want to know what happened to me in my kitchen once. And you just shake it up for about 30 seconds. Okay, I just sliced my pepperoncini into rings. You can actually buy them already sliced. I didn't have any already sliced on hand, so I figured I might as well just do it myself. And now at this point is just literally adding everything into your bowl. I've got these beautiful marinated artichoke hearts. You can use anything else in their place, but I just think that they're absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna add those in. Once you toss everything together, it's gonna be fabulous. My chickpeas. You could add cannellini beans if you wanted to, but I like chickpeas. And then you're gonna add your soppressata. And now you can cut your olives in half. I'm actually going to, because these are quite big, I wanna cut them in half just to give them, just so that it makes it a little bit easier to eat. And I went ahead and cut my little bocconcini in half as well. I'm gonna push everything out of the way because I'm gonna top. I mean, look how gorgeous this is. It is so lovely, especially as a meal, like as a meal all on its own. This would be fantastic. And then your roasted peppers. You could put onions in here if you wanted to. I'm not going to because I don't want the onions to overpower the flavor of my Parmesan and garlic dressing. That's why I'm not going to put my onions in it, but otherwise I probably would. And then your dressing, give that a little bit of a shake. Look how gorgeous that is. Garlic, the spices from my Italian seasoning. I'm gonna just reserve a little bit, grab my mappine, and then just gently toss it to make sure everything is coated in that dressing. Now I just, you know I have no patience. Must serve myself. I love this. I love that it has everything. I love, if I had prosciutto, I would put that in there, but I really like the soppressata because I like the texture of it. I like those nice big chunks. Oh, I think it's lovely. A little bit of that. So wonderful. I want to get the pepperoncini. So wonderful. The dressing is incredibly flavorful, but not overpowering at all. This is delicious. I would love to see your recreation of it, so make sure that you tag me in a picture on social media if you do make it. You know I go nuts every time I see your pictures. Let me know what you love in your antipasto, and thumbs up for more salad videos or for more crisp, delicious, green, beautiful food. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you guys next time. And you know, of course, the recipe, you know where to find it. www.laurainthekitchen.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.